Well, that was surprisingly underwhelming. But at least it's dealt with now. What have I done? I've killed him, obviously. The so-called fated hero, the gods' chosen. The knight in shining armor lies dead. With all these grandiose titles, you'd think he'd put up more of a fight. Though I suppose that really doesn't matter anymore. With him dead, I can finally turn my attention towards the rest of the kingdom. As for you, I actually haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with you yet. Though I suppose I can always decide that later. For now, I will turn my attention to the rest of the world, starting with your pitiful kingdom. Enough with your bluster. You don't even sound like you believe what you're saying yourself. There is no one left alive who serves as a threat to my kin, and thus, there is no one to stop us from taking back what's ours. What am I talking about? The land that your absurd kingdom is resting on right now. The land that you robbed from us so many years ago. You hunted and captured so many dragons in an attempt to drive us out of lands that were home to us long before you were ever born. What your soldiers didn't realize at the time, however, was that they were mere fledglings, barely a century old with little experience in dealing with humans. So naturally, when the older generation of my kind came to retaliate, you and yours were all but helpless. The majority of you died while the rest scurried off like rodents. At the time, I thought we had finally gotten our point across, that we are not to be fucked with, and that our home is not their birthright. Little did we know what would happen next. Do you know what happened next? Answer me, yes or no. Well then, let me explain what happened. One day, rumors began to spread of some mysterious stranger who had apparently felled one of our elder kin. At the time, I refused to believe it. At the time, I thought it was in no way possible for a mere human to fell one of our elders. That is, until I saw the corpse. We had no idea how or why it happened, but at the same time, it didn't matter. All that mattered was that it did, in fact, happen. And that was more than enough to make us wary. And the kingdom recognized this. They awarded this stranger, this murderer, the title of Dragon Slayer, and gifted him that obnoxiously shiny armor. After which, he was then employed by your king to then hunt and dispatch more of my kind. You humans, arrogant bastards, every last one of you. You come into our home and take what you want from us. Label us monsters for trying to take back what rightfully belongs to us. And yet, you have the gall to sit there and look at me with such contempt, such hatred. Why exactly? Is it because I killed your champion? Is it because I killed your only hope at taking more from us than you deserve? Or is it because I killed the man that you loved? Regardless of your reasons for hating me, they no longer matter. What will I do? Well, first, I'm going to burn what's left of his corpse and devour him. Then, I'm going to take whatever's left of his armor and fly it to your kingdom. I will display it proudly for all to see as proof that their chosen hero is dead. And while they're still reeling from the shock, I will burn that glorified eyesore of a castle to the fucking ground. Then proceed to devour every human that attempts to stop me. And maybe a few that don't. As for what I'm going to do with you, I think I'll keep you as part of my horde. You will be little more than another treasured memento of mine. And when I look into that pale, scared face, I will remember this day, and I will smile with great pride. Once your kingdom is finally gone, dragons will once again be able to take their rightful place as the apex predators of this world. There are none above us. The only ones stronger than my kind are the divine themselves. But since they see no reason to answer your cries for help, your only choice is to yield to me or forfeit your life. This is how it was meant to be, how it was always meant to be. The strong survive, prevail, and conquer, while the weak serve and submit. And no one is stronger than me. You're mine now.